Is the food you are eating regularly slowly killing you? And how can we stop this slow poisoning of our bodies with the food that we eat regularly that we think is good and nutritious for us? This is Dr. DreLennydacosta, a geriatric physician, a functional medicine expert, and the author of the upcoming book, Is Your Doctor Keeping You Sick? My dear friends, today I am actually touching on a very contentious topic. Our food. Is the food that we eat regularly on a day-to-day basis actually killing us? Well, to answer this question, we need to understand what goes into our food plate. For starters, let us look at the very basis with which our veggies and our fruits are grown all over the countryside in our country. Most of these fruits and veggies come from commercial farms which use inorganic fertilizers and pesticides. Now, without inorganic fertilizers and without pesticides, you're not going to get good crop. That is what we are made to believe and understand. But having said this, what are the fertilizers that we use and what are the pesticides that we use? My dear friends, herein lies the biggest problem. Most of the pesticides and most of the fertilizers that we use have got heavy metals in them. These heavy metals get into the plant, get into the veggies, get into the fruits, and these heavy metals get into our body. Now, which are the heavy metals that normally do this? Everything from mercury, cadmium, arsenic, all are responsible to come through the food chain into our bodies. What do these heavy metals do? These heavy metals go and block normal biochemical reactions taking place. What they do is they go and sit at the site where a normal mineral would work. They go and mimic a mineral and sit over there, but it's not that mineral there. So therefore that biochemical reaction cannot take place normally, resulting in a cell reaction stopping, resulting in the cell being sick. So you are slowly and surely being poisoned, very slowly but surely. Now, 90% of the times while we are young, most of these heavy metals get thrown out of our body, but they also sometimes accumulate. They start causing us problems as we start aging, and therefore we have a lot of the hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, all linked to heavy metals like lead, cadmium, mercury, and others. And if you truly want not to age too quickly, if you truly want to ensure that you do not have these chronic degenerative disorders early, you need to stay away from having these heavy metals into your food plate. And what is the way to do this? Have organic food. It's available today, a little more expensive, but a very small price to pay, because if you get sick and you start having those chronic diseases, you pay much more for all your medications lifelong. So this is the number one way that your food is killing you. Number two, 90% of our fruits in the market come from distant places. Fruits that come from distant places have to be ripened artificially or have to be ripened in warehouses. Why? Because if they have to be transported, they have to be transported in their raw form. Otherwise, ripened fruits will rot, will get spoiled. So they do not help the farmer at all. And therefore, when they are plucked raw. Now, most of the minerals to these fruits come during the ripening phase. And when you pluck them raw, there's absolutely no minerals in those fruits. Now, these fruits are supposed to give you minerals that are cofactors in majority of your biochemical reactions in your body. Where do these minerals come from then? You're eating a lovely fruit, good-looking fruit, colorful fruit, but nothing in there to help you get that nutrition you so desperately need. This becomes a double whammy. Also, 90% of your veggies grown in the plains do not get the minerals. Why? Because the soil does not get recharged. I've said this before, I'm saying it today. We have paid the price of development. We have paid the price of damming our rivers. We dammed our rivers, got great electricity for ourselves, but what has happened in the process? In the process, all the minerals that would come from the source of the river and charge the plains from where our veggies, our plants that we eat would get minerals, it does not get there. And therefore, our veggies today are bereft of those minerals. So you have fruits that are plucked early without minerals. You have veggies that cannot get minerals because the soil does not get recharged. The soil does not have it anymore. This becomes a double whammy. First, you have heavy metals because of your pesticides and your fertilizer, and now you don't have the normal minerals. So it's a double whammy where you actually start aging very fast because your food is not the nutrition that you think it is. So the second reason is lack of nutrition, lack of minerals in your food for various reasons. How do you suck this? Take supplements. Buy local fruits and local veggies. They have better quantity of minerals in them. Buy organically grown fruits and veggies. They have better mineral supplementation in them and have no heavy metals. So your one take-home message: buy local fruits, buy local, use organic. Number 3, too much of carbs. We've been eating too much of carbs, my dear friends. In fact, there was a lovely quote I remember reading a couple of months ago, which said, mankind's problems started when we started farming. We were hunter-gatherers. We were made to be hunter-gatherers. We used to eat a lot of protein, a high fat, and wild plants, never grains. We started eating too much of grains, and this leads to a whole lot of problems. We are a carb-heavy society. We eat 60-70% of our diet is carbohydrates. These carbohydrates cause you all kinds of issues. 1, it causes obesity. Number 2, it actually causes a condition called non-alcoholic liver disease, which is as bad as liver disease because as it progresses like alcoholic liver disease itself. So it destroys your liver, the one organ that detoxifies your body from everything else that happens. Yeah. So carb heavy. Then third, you do get diabetes because of the heavy carbs that you eat. This is one of the reasons why you have heavy insulin resistance, which leads to diabetes. So I've given you 3 reasons why you should not be having carb heavy food. The solution for this is go less carb or low carb diet. Go on a low carb diet where you have very little carbs, and whatever carbs you have, let them be complex carbs in the form of vegetables, have protein, and have a high fat diet. This used to be our diet in the prehistoric times. Go back to that. You will start reversing diabetes. You will start reversing obesity. You will reverse non-alcoholic liver disease. I've done it with many of my patients because I treat tons of patients with diabetes and heart disease who come to us. We treat them both with nutrition and ensuring that their diet is absolutely great. And of course, we detoxify them as well. And finally, my dear friends, the oils that we eat. I don't know if you're aware of the fact that the oil that you eat, the oil that you get, the hydrogenated oils that you get, which have been touted to be good for you and all the TV commercials, are nothing but trans fats. And trans fats actually make you sick, make your cells sick by stopping the transfer of good nutrition into the cell and the transfer of toxic materials out of the cell, which should be happening naturally. The trans fats block this and make you sick quickly. They don't cause cholesterol, but they cause you to be sick because trans fats are bad for you. In fact, these hydrogenated vegetable oils were actually made in the early 1900s, somewhere in 1909 or 1901 to 1915, actually to supplement the wax because they were running out of wax for candles. They made the hydrogenated vegetable oil to make candles. Unfortunately, we are consuming it now. So can you imagine what it could be doing to our bodies? ideal oils to have are cold pressed oils. If they are local oils, somebody has got good groundnut, local groundnut oil, have it cold pressed. Have it pure that you make it traditionally. The best that I normally tell my patients to have is coconut oil. Cold pressed coconut oil, whether it's virgin, pure, please use cold pressed coconut oil. Use homemade ghee. This is what our societies did in the prehistoric times, and they remain healthy despite having a lot of ghee, not the commercial ghee. So my dear friends, I have for you 5 take-home messages, and they are: have organically grown food, locally grown food, take supplements because you will still be bereft of good minerals, and so you need to supplement the minerals, low carb diet, and finally, whatever oil you use, let it be cold pressed or virgin or pure coconut oil made at home or homemade ghee. My dear friends, I hope this message has gotten to you. I hope you will improve that food plate of yours, because food is that medicine, food is that poison as well. And if you can take this message home, I'm sure a lot of the diseases that you and your family may be facing can get reversed just by making the small changes in your food habits. Wishing you all the best. Looking forward to seeing you soon in my next video. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it. And I'll see you soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and look forward to my next video. Bye. See you soon.